Hey Pat, it's MidnightDesigner, and we are back playing 7 days today. And we are back at the Games for Kicks amazing base because we had to sit out the night and cook up some food and some tea and some stuff like that. Not a lot happened that you missed except for diggy hole. Let me, I did decide to take the hatches out as a, what's up with that? Oh, right, when I built the thing, though I have not yet replaced the water. I decided to take the hatches out, not because they are ineffective as a walkway device, but because every time you unload the chunk, whether it's because of leaving the area or leaving the game or anything like that, oh, frame rate. Anytime that happens, they close. So if you leave them open to keep your base safe, to go on an adventure, and then you come back, they're shut. Which, you know, is okay if the only thing you're trying to do is kind of keep the zombies out of your base while you're gone, because once the chunks unload, the zombies aren't moving around anyway, at least in that kind of a way. You know, I think even in unloaded chunks there's the fiction of the roaming horde, but I don't think actually those hordes are active, because by definition the chunks unloaded, there's nothing going on. So I decided to forego that, because at the times when I need it to be open and to stay open, it's not staying open. So I'm going back, at least for now, to placing wood frames, and then just having, I mean, I will always have wood frames with me, by and large, unless there's some unusual situation, because I mean, there's always, you know, the opportunity to use them to pillar up, or to smooth out terrain, or to, you know, build a thing. So it's always nice to have, you know, a stack or so of wood frames in your inventory. So I think for now I would just go with that. I mean, as far as suitable replacements for the double hatch, I mean, I can't think of anything, but I mean, what? I don't think you couldn't place a door sideways like that. And I'm trying to think of, is there anything else that would have, because there's not really a whole lot mechanics wise in the game that you can interact with. So yeah, I'm trying to, is there anything else? I mean, doors, you've got doors, you've got hatches, you've got, I feel like I'm forgetting something. But, I mean, even stuff like TNT, which we're about to do in this episode, even stuff like TNT, you destroy it by shooting it. You don't really interact with it. So other than tools and hatches and doors, I don't think there's anything in the game that you interact with that other than like a destruction or building mechanic. Huh. Well, that's interesting. That's an interesting thought to have. So if you can think of a sustainable alternative for the hatches, let me know in the comments. So that would be amazing and helpful, and things of that nature. Look at all the dirt I got. You'll notice I don't have a lot of stone or gravel left because I'm about to show you. But let me, you know what? Let's get agar, oi on the bar, and okay, so check it out. Huh? How cool is this? You know, I'll answer for you. It's pretty cool. So this is actually 9 across, because I figure we may want to put some kind of a wall on the sides here, that because if you envision this as a working mine, right, the folks would not leave just dirt piled up like this. It would either be so graded and gradual that the walls would not be in danger of collapse, or there'd be retaining walls on either side. And really, we could go either way. I could see shaving this down so that it looks, that it sort of fits better. So maybe taking it out another 4 blocks, and then on the next level 3 blocks, and then on the next level 2 blocks, and then the next level 1 block, so that it sort of creates a curve. But that would be, now that I'm kind of talking about that with my mouth, that would, it's kind of hard to grade a curve in 2 directions, because not only would we have to grade it like this, it would also have to grade over time down here, right, which is what this slope accomplishes as it is. But we would not be able to continue the I think it would work out. We would work it out. The other option is to build a retaining wall, and I think, whoa, I just got punchy. And I think cobblestone would be the way to go. Maybe, but maybe not. Maybe reinforced concrete or just regular concrete, because it wouldn't have to be reinforced, right? Because it is not a wall that would see a lot of attacks from zombies, right? They would not be punching out in either direction, and they would not be coming up underneath. I don't think they would just pathfind to the gravel and then come eat our sandwiches up in here. So yeah, this is going to be kind of a planny thinky episode. So we don't have to decide either of those things right now, because we are going to do some TNT. So I don't think that I've actually ever worked with TNT. To be honest with you, I am not necessarily a fan of TNT. Now, as a construction tool, and don't get me wrong, I'm a fan of blowing things up. Let's get 80 and 80. I always grossly over prepare gunpowder. I'm a fan of blowing stuff up. 800. Okay, that works. Okay, so we do TNT. Is it charges? Gunpowder charges. Okay, so 9, right? Neat. Gunpowder charges. I'm gonna make 88. Is that a lot? Seems like a lot. Excuse me. Like I said, I like to blow stuff up, and as a matter of fact, if we can ever get a horde to show up, we have a rocket launcher and rockets that we will use for that purpose. Ooh, oh, Zio would be so proud of us if we made some pipe bombs. Okay, we'll do that too, and then we'll go into the wasteland and like just mess stuff up. But let's focus. Okay, so first we need to do this. Okay, so how many of these are in? So it's 7. It's a weird number. I guess they were more concerned about making the picture than they were about like resource allocation or whatever. Okay, so this is pretty paper intensive, isn't it? Yikes. So that is 13. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Yeah, that's like 13 paper. Alright, so let's do this. The reason I don't like using TNT as a crafting or as a construction tool is its imprecision. And to be fair, that can stem as much from my inexperience with using it as it is with the fact that the TNT itself is imprecise. Because that's, you know, being perfectly honest, if you as we will diggy hole, we drive a hole 2 blocks deep into this thing, we place the TNT, and then you set it off, it will behave exactly the same way every time, and it will destroy the exact same number of blocks, and it will remove an additional however many more blocks. So it can be used precisely if you take the time to like place it correctly and do all the right stuff. So that's just me, you know, not doing the right stuff. Wait. Okay, so what is... Okay, where are we now? What is our holdup? So we have 56, so we have enough for a couple more. We are out of that. Okay, well we have 12. Oh heck, let's do another 80 because that worked out really well for us. So 80 of these. Well, we're only gonna do 50 of these, so 500. And let's do gunpowder charge. Craft you all. 56. That's awesome. And then TNT, another 4. Okay. And we're done. So we now have 16 TNT. That is pretty awesome. So let's actually be smart here for a second and get, so this is 1, 2, 3, 4. Here's our center. So we are going to diggy hole. Dig 2 in. Okay. Now, to keep everything precise, I'm going to replace this. Place the TNT back here. And get you. And then we'll come back some and see how this goes, right? Ooh. That's a big hole. Giggity. So what did we get out of that? We got some stone, we got some other stuff. Now how, so it made a hole. See, the hole seems pretty irregular. It's I mean, does it have to do with like the different, was it more than just stone in here? I wonder. Okay, we are going to need to continue to keep an eye on where is the center, because I have a feeling our hole is going to morph. Okay, so this is the center, so let's do that. Okay, so that was very interesting. See, I just don't like and again, it may just be because I don't know enough about how it all works, but for an area where you want some kind of control over the look of the outcome, it seems like this is not the best way. But I mean, it does get you started for sure, and it does blow stuff up also for sure. So, personally, Give me an auger and a bunch of gas, and I'm a happy, happy guy. See, because even with the TNT, you still have to come back and even all this other stuff out. Well, we are pot committed, as it were. So let's... And like I said in the last episode, you know, it's all voxel-based gaming, so if we don't like how things have turned out, we just put the blocks back. It's kind of fun watching it blow up, though, isn't it? Wonder how much we're heating up the map. That just occurred to me. I mean, obviously it occurred to me we would be heating up the map. I just didn't know like how many shots we would get before the spiders showed up. Because if you've ever watched Games for Kicks when he's on a TNT kick, there was an episode maybe last week, maybe a little bit longer ago. Games for Kicks, for those of you who don't know, is one of my buddies from the Broken Arrow server. Broken Arrow. Why do I keep... That was a movie with John Travolta and... who else was in that? Christian Slater, maybe? I don't know. Google it. IMDb it. Yeah, Broken Arrow was a terrible movie about a terrorist guy getting a hold of a nuclear missile. That is not what our server is about. Broken Ankle is the server that I play on with Games for Kicks and Endem and Zio and Rongo the Bold. And Games for Kicks, getting back to my story, a couple of, maybe what has been a couple of weeks, he was on a kick of spawning in a bunch of TNT just to blow stuff up. Just to, I mean, not to like do anything with regard to like making the gameplay easier, but just to sort of, hey, let's have a timeout, let's blow some stuff up, let's, and when he would do that, it would spawn like 30, 40 of the scout spider zombie trios. Well, not 30, 40 of the trios, but like 10 or 12 of the trios. 30 or 40 of them, and they would just all show up. It was like a horde of spider zombies that would come in, and then obviously they would tell their friends, and they would tell their friends, and so on and so on and so on. I'm losing sight of the true center of it all, which is the danger that you face when you mine with the TNT. So let's do, no. Can I get this back? I can't get it back. Okay. Well, I'm going to get a hole south, a lot further down than I wanted to go. So, skadoosh. I think they're like, we hear you. We hear you. We are coming to eat your brains. We are coming to eat your brains. Well, come on, then. I know you're here. Where are you? Where you is? Are you attacking a tree or something? I hear you. Oh, AI. You're so un-A. You're so un-I. Alright. Are you building your own mine? Are you on the other side? See, yeah, I did not want to go down that many levels of also don't want to blow out the other side of this hole, or other side of this hill. So I do need to be kind of wary of that. Okay. So how we should investigate that just for a moment. How big is this hill? Because if I'm here, what I'm hearing is like the stuff on the other side. Are you attacking the hill? Dude, just answer the question. Were you attacking the hill? Are you alone? Why are you out in the woods by yourself? Is it Fat Man Holiday? Is it Fat Man Holiday? Just answer. Were you disturbing the park? Hey! Okay. Uh-oh. Did you hear that? There was like that dramatic... It made the dramatic game sound. Oh, dude, I hit you in the hip. Hip shots are painful. Okay, he was like down here, right? Turn this off for a second. Now, was he... Do you see any diggy hole? I did not see any diggy hole. I did not see any freshly removed dirt. He did not disturb the nature. Okay. I mean, it does seem like this goes back pretty far, but I do want to be mindful that we are not just like blowing through and then we're out the other side, because I don't want to create a weak spot for the zombies to, you know, just tunnel through and mess up my aesthetics. Flashlight on. So maybe we'll do one more. So let's do all the things. Let's get all the bars back up. We like our bars up. You know what I mean. Let's get all our bars back up. And maybe we'll do one more. And call it there. And then just kind of... Okay. So there's that. So here's what I envision in my mind. We're gonna have an entrance tunnel that is 5 by 5, maybe, that goes back and ends. I mean, not very far, obviously, because as we discussed, the hill is the hill. It goes back as far as it needs to, and then it opens up into sort of the main, a main area, and then there is a ramp and shaft system going down into the earth at the center of that main hub. So that is the idea of the entranceway, and then we'll do some kind of support system for walls and stuff like that. So that is, and then this will, because the idea is that we're going to have a mine that has both a mine aesthetic and functions, right? We still need stuff to come out of it. So it will be awesome to make it look great, but it will also produce ores and stone and all the stuff we need it to produce. So here we go. We have built a hole, and I was happy to spend time doing that with you. So Pat, I appreciate you watching today. If you like this episode, please hit the like button. If you want to see more, subscribe. If you want to start a conversation, why don't you start one? Where? In the comment section below. The mine is coming along very nicely. I think in the next episode, maybe we'll figure out what we're going to do about the walls and finish off this hole. And that is not what she said. Thanks for watching, and have a great day.